This presentation is on cloud technology, and it was produced by Davies Haninga, Lucas Migelski, and Ashley Mason. First, we have to ask, what is the cloud? Well, the cloud refers to software and services that run on the internet instead of on your computer. Some examples of cloud services are the Apple iCloud, Dropbox, Netflix, Amazon Cloud Drive, Flickr, Google Drive, Microsoft Office 365, and Yahoo Mail. Now, cloud computing is defined as the elastic leasing of pooled computer resources over the internet. Some features of cloud computing include scalable services, dynamic provisioning of server capabilities, on-demand extra processing power, and elastic server capabilities. Some advantages of using the cloud for business include it being cheaper than hosting your own server farm, it helps increase server capabilities to meet the demand, and you don't have to pay for processing power that you are not using. Some disadvantages of cloud computing are a high level of dependence on the vendor, no control over the physical location of your data, no visibility into the security or disaster preparedness that is in place, and no room for customization. A server farm is the physical facility that provides combined power from many computers. So how does all this work? First, a platform is provided by the vendor. Then the client adds their own application software and data, and the location of all this is kept secret. As for security, the most popular option is to set up and use a virtual private network. So who uses the cloud? Some of the most common businesses to use the cloud are health providers storing medical records, insurance companies storing claims information, and information technology businesses for all manner of things. So why should we adapt to cloud technology? Well, many businesses are switching out of convenience because it can easily be used to garner a competitive advantage by decreasing costs, increasing flexibility, outsourcing security, and providing easy access to your data anytime and anywhere. The biggest reason why you should adapt to cloud technology is because if your company doesn't, another company easily can, and then your company is being left behind. Almost 75% of businesses use the cloud for at least one function of their business. It's one of the most effective types of softwares to meet high demand and elasticity, and using the cloud can make your business run smoother and quicker. Up next, we have a YouTube video explaining some more advantages and disadvantages of the cloud.
Hello, my name is Kevin L. Jackson, and I'm a cloud computer instructor at Learning Tree International. I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about cloud computing in just 7 minutes. The advantages and disadvantages, why you should embrace the cloud, and why you really need to be careful. Are you ready? Let's go. To start off, I'll answer that age-old question of what exactly is cloud computing. Well, cloud computing is highly automated information technology services similar to the way automobile manufacturers adopted the assembly line in the early 20th century. Companies today are adopting cloud computing as a more efficient and agile way of building their information technology platforms. Cloud computing delivers self-service compute, self-service networking, self-service storage, customer relationship management, big data analytics. Cloud computing is really about hardware and software capability delivered to you virtually to any device. Cloud computing enables revolutionary business models that are dramatically changing the nature of society and commerce. See a movie with Netflix. Did you know that Netflix runs on top of Amazon? Amazon Web Services actually provides the computer servers and data storage as infrastructure as a service to Netflix. That way, Netflix doesn't need to spend its hard-earned profit building a global content delivery infrastructure itself. Cloud computing is just-in-time IT. For example, if your company needs to ramp up its customer service for the holidays, it could order up a chat cloud service for the next 3 months and then just turn it off in January. Efficient, effective, and much cheaper than building your own online contact center, right? Cloud computing relies on the over-allocation of shared resources. This is an economic model that depends on a hugely scalable IT platform to dramatically reduce the cost of provisioning, operating, and deprovisioning IT resources. In fact, the marginal cost of spinning up a virtual server in the cloud is essentially zero. So what is not cloud computing? Well, it's definitely not just a new name for mainframe timeshares from the 60s. It's much faster, much cheaper, much more reliable, much more flexible, and much, much more available. It is not just another name for outsourcing either. With cloud computing, you buy what the cloud service provider or CSP offers, just like you buy a dress off the rack. There is no room for customization unless you want to incur additional cost. You don't design the core infrastructure, the CSP does. You don't pick the application, the CSP does. You don't pick the hardware, the CSP does. It's definitely not just the internet. The internet is connectivity to the bewildering number and variety of cloud-based resources. And cloud computing is not up in the sky. It is made up of real data centers and real hardware and real software with real people firmly rooted to the real earth. So why should you care? Well, if your competition will beat you using cloud, that's how Netflix beat Blockbuster out of existence. You will lose money if you don't use the cloud. If you don't think you can do it, somebody else is already doing it using the cloud. Also, you and your corporation's digital persona reside in the cloud. In today's world, your digital self is rapidly becoming more important than your physical one. Cloud computing is important because this single marketplace is expected to exceed $127 billion by 2017. 45% of all businesses say they already do or plan to run their business from the cloud. Software as a service, a major cloud service model, has been adopted by 74% of all businesses. So why is this any good? It's good because cloud computing is very cost efficient. It provides access to almost unlimited storage. Cloud makes backup and disaster recovery much easier. It also enables automatic software integration, easy access to information from anywhere, and quick deployment of hardware and software assets. So what should you worry about? Well, this is advanced technology run by mortal humans, and both do fail occasionally. Also, security, security, security. You are sharing the cloud with others, so you must jealously protect your information assets. The awesome cloud computing capabilities that are being delivered to you are also being delivered to the bad guys, and they use it to attack you. Just recently, millions of Home Depot and JP Morgan Chase customers found this out the hard way. The effective and safe use of cloud requires real knowledge. If you don't get that education, you're screwed. You need to be able to identify and resolve the security issues specific to public and private clouds. You need to know how to translate the cybersecurity steps you have already taken to the cloud. You need to know what questions to ask your cloud service provider.
Up next, we are going to talk about social media information systems, which are information systems that support the sharing of content among networked users. Some common social media providers include Facebook, Google+, LinkedIn, Twitter, Pinterest, and Instagram. The departments in your business which may benefit from social media the most include sales and marketing, customer service, human resources, and manufacturing and operations. The most common uses for social media and cloud computing in your business is to spread information about your business, increase your company's influence, strengthen your social credentials, and to reinforce your company's image. Now, does anyone have any questions?